the rest of us put together. Okay?
Or 12.
Or 12, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a fifth grader could do it.
Any further discussion on that subject? Okay, that takes us to women's ministry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Harold.
That part that I'm doing now, I have no issues with continuing doing that. If somebody else is a web page person and they can fill in those other blocks, I don't care about it. Because the part that I do is fairly simple. I don't know if you all know this or not, but that FM broadcasting thing was Pastor and I talked about that. And I'm an electrical engineer, so everybody thinks I can fix flat screen TVs. I can. But I found a guy, and I think he was from another planet. But I found a guy that was literally genius level in all that stuff. And he helped me just for a few minutes, show me how to do some things, and that became easy. So I know that if we had one person that knew web page manipulation, navigation, we could teach 2 or 3 people that pretty quickly. That stuff is not. I work with a lot of data storage, flash drives, all that stuff. I work with that on an engineering level. That stuff is fairly simple. I have never tinkered with a web page, but I bet you if we found somebody that was willing to teach us, 2 or 3 of us could learn that in an afternoon easily.
And we might be able to tap Jesse to come out and actually walk us through a lot.
And we can make a written procedure.
Yeah.
But we
Okay.
need to have fill-ins like this security thing. We can't just have one person because that person's sick or on vacation.
Sure.
Right.
So we need backups and backups and backups.
Okay.
Okay.
Any further discussion? Okie doke. Women's ministry. I'm not sure who's in charge of that. Michael.
I don't know about all of you, but I miss the women's ministry getting together. And I know this virus has really played a role in all the separating, but I want to start the meetings back if there's enough interest in women wanting to start the meetings back once a month. I would also like to start back the movie get-together one night a month if there's enough interest in that. Tuesdays. So if there's anybody that would like to participate and wants to let me know, and I can see if we have enough interest in doing that, I'm willing to do that again. I would like to do that again. And I think it would be good for all of us. We had great turnout before. We had great response on both. So I don't see any reason not to do it again if we can work it out.
Any questions for Michael? Okay. Men's ministry. That's usually typically handled by the deacons. Do you have any deacons have anything to discuss? Okay. Youth ministry.
I threw them out there. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, then let's scoot on to the deacon's report. So, would the head deacon please report?
Or the deacon with
Why
the
are you
head.
looking at me? I'm not the head deacon.
The head deacon just
Well, Fred left, so he's the sneaking deacon. Deacons, anything to report?
let's make Fred the head deacon while he's gone.
Well, on the next to the deacon's report is shut-ins, and that is a very important ministry for this church, or has been. And I want to impress upon the deacons that I think that's something that maybe we can magnify a little bit more, but let's continue to reach to those individuals, members or not, of this church that could benefit from a visit. Okay? All right. Any questions for the deacons? Great. Vicki, financial report.
Okay, you guys ready for me?
Well, that's a hard question. Are we ready for you?
Smack him,
I'm
Vicki.
doing grill day.
Really?
Yeah, I had to go to Greenville, Ohio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Miss Vicki,
Can you?
pass them out for you?
Yeah, it may need for me to share. We don't usually have this many people I'm like, I'll go up here so I'm not breathing on anybody.
Go ahead. You're all right.
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
What everybody gets one. Okay, does everybody have one then? All right. This is, usually we break this down into quarters, so since it's been kind of crazy, I took it till July 31st, August 1st. So we kind of just, in the real world today, budgets have gone out the door. If you're a corporate, you're just like, this is crazy because all this COVID has messed everything with everybody. But I tried to stay towards this, so if you look at top is the pastor's breakdown of his income. I think we're all pretty self-explanatory about that. Buildings and grounds, we've only used $3,100. Education, we've used $320.13. I just went and spent $86 today on buying. In Sunday school class, I'm buying these books. It's like, who is David? Who is Daniel? Who is Jonah? So we're studying these books, and they're really good. I think the Cartners are enjoying them, and I think we're all learning from them. So I went and bought Daniel, Esther, and Mary. So we'll have Esther for Thanksgiving and Mary for Christmas. So throughout the year, that should finish us through the year. Ministry is $4,349, which Trish has gone over that, and it's also all attached that you can read through. Music committee $664.48. Office is $621.37. We have an other, which is a reimbursement, and that's $200. And then we have special events $654.58. And then utilities is $3591.71. And then our IT department is $396.90. So as you can see, we've not just a little over a fourth of our budget we have used, and it's already August. So we're not spending money.
July 31st?
Till July 31st. So we're not spending money. You know, I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. You know, we are giving to missions, so that's a good thing. We're still continuing to do that. So the money is there. If you take a look, first quarter we brought in $23,358. Second was $25,045. And from July to August the 3rd, which was this past Sunday, $14,748. Which totals $63,151 that we have brought in offering and tithes. And interest, you see there where it says money market, first quarter was $276, second quarter was $293.75, and then we have the building fund, which was $28.18, $42.15 in interest, so $640.08 of interest that we brought in for this year. Our money market amount today is $135,244.24. Our building fund is $31,055.33. I put in the fifth Sunday of the first quarter was $985. I still have to put the fifth Sunday of the second quarter over, but it's going to be April 26th, and I have to deduct what the allocated stuff out of there before I move it over. So that'll be in the next budget. Operating, we have $42,9008 in the checking account, but I have outstanding checks that's not came through, so the actual amount is $2,038.18. So that's where we're standing at financially. I have the breakdowns are in the back. If you have any questions, it's all broken out where things are going to. So anybody have any questions?
I don't have a question, but I have an observation. When you look at the first quarter versus the second quarter, and there was an increase in the second quarter was when we were all staying at home or sitting out in the parking lot. There were a lot of churches that folded because of the coronavirus. And this little church sitting out in the middle of the country, it actually increased the amount of the offering from the first quarter to the second quarter. And that's a blessing. I truly believe the Lord has blessed us as a church. And for those individuals that continue to give through the second quarter, shows their dedication to our Lord.
And also in that, when you see some like off days, it's not like the Sunday. It's because we were getting checks in the mail, and I just went and took them to the bank. I didn't want to hold on to them or wait because I didn't know when we were coming in, so they were deposited. So that's what you'll see, like an off day there. That's what that was, money that we received in the mail. So, but if nobody has any questions.
Again, for our new folks, if you look at money deposit to tithes, offerings allocated to Haiti.
Oh, I'm
missions-
sorry, I didn't do that. I
No,
apologize.
Well, that's all right. The America for Christ is a special offering that we take up. 1GH is 1 great hour of sharing that we just took up. The pastor's trip is when they want to get rid of me. And that's a one-way ticket somewhere. No, actually, Billy, I don't even know if you know this, but the church is going to send Lynn and I to Israel and back. It's a two-way ticket.
Just for Lee.
Yeah. It's a 1.5 way. Anyway.
So, yeah.
But because of everything, we just could not get this done before everything kicked in. But that's being reserved back there for when we can make that trip.
Let me go back to that a little bit, Steve. Thank you for bringing that up. Haiti, we have brought $404 in that people donated. Missions is $882 that's been donated since the first of the year. American of Christ was $378, but we matched that. But this is what was brought in from the congregation. And then the one great hour, it was $283, but we had money in from. They must still have offering envelopes because we're still getting scragglers in. So, but we only matched $283 of that. We didn't match the whole $323 because that just came last week. So, and then we had specials. So that's money that's been allocated out of the $63,151 that goes to certain accounts. So, okay.
Thank you, Vicki.
And then, speaking of Jesse and Allison, we need to get with them because if you look at there's some questions we're going to need to know about these fees, what we need to do to continue with that. Okay. For the and they're all on there. That's listed what we need to
Let me
know.
write that down too.
Because they have all their legally, they're on there.
Okay.
But yeah, because they went online and set all that up, so we need to know if we need to renew anything, if we need to keep, send anything to them.
Okay.
So that is a question that we'll need to know.
Right.
Good. That then takes us to Wednesday night plans. So, Pastor, would you like to address that?
I would. I had not started Wednesday nights back yet because I just wanted to see how things were going to progress, how we were going to deal with these. I really did want to wait until people started asking me when we were going to start Wednesday nights back. You guys, I think you know this about me, but I consider Wednesday nights to be the heartbeat of our church. If we don't get together and study the Bible, if we don't get together and pray, then this is just a heartbeat. So as of now, I'll start Wednesday nights back. If you have a study topic that you want us to cover, please communicate that with me. Up to the time when we had the coronavirus outbreak, we were studying spiritual giftedness, and so I don't like to beat horses till they die, but we kind of covered that. We did a spiritual gifts inventory, so if you have a subject that you want us to go and run with, let me know, and we'll do that. But from now on, we'll keep having Wednesday night services, okay? That's about all I want to know or say. I really wish we had something for the kids to do, because I know Dakota and Corbin and Sage, the worst thing that could ever happen is that kids come to church and there's not anything for them to do. So that would be another thing I'd like to propose, is that if you or if you know somebody that would like to do something with the kids, even on a one-time a month basis, kids do come on Wednesday nights, and we need to provide some ministry for them. So if you only want to do just one night per month, that could work too. Okay?
Okay. Then the next thing is any other discussion about anything pertaining